We saw in round 8 a 30-point explosion. He's averaging close enough to 15 points per game. So we'll throw him in the Sportsbet same-game multi. We'll take him to get 15-plus points. I think Tassie will be just a little bit too strong, particularly defensively at home. And big Tyrell Harrison, he's had some massive nights on the glass. We'll back him for 10-plus rebounds. There's your same-game multi. Enjoy the game. Tassie and Brisbane.
Chances are you're about to lose. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.
Not far away, the JackJumpers hosting the Brisbane Bullets. The Jackies, well, they just came off knocking off the top-ranked New Zealand Breakers. Tell you what, that'll bring them a little bit of confidence heading into this one. And the Brisbane Bullets, well, if they're going to start winning, this is the game to do it. On the road, the doubleheaders start to roll up. Magnay's dancing. He's fired up and ready to go. He's going to be back into the starting lineup. Peter Hooley, Leonard Copeland, it's time to jump right into your bold predictions.
Let's go, Cope.
I know, Coach, you look forward to this every single week.
Can't wait. I love it. This is the best segment all night. Let's go. Bold prediction. Milton Doyle. I know you guys are going to say this is not bold.
No, that's bold. I'll pay that. I'll pay that. The first one of the year.
Double.
That's the most bold.
Going off.
I thought it was just going to be a huge game, and I was like, I'm not sure that's
Considering that you're asking him to attempt 45 shots per game.
Just take 3 shots, bro. More than you took last
I'm also in the Milton Doyle. Tassie will win by whatever Milton Doyle scores. So if he scores 25, they win by 25. Something unique. No one else has had a prediction like that, thank you very much.
Probably for good reason, Pete. There's probably a good reason why no one has ever voiced a prediction like that whatsoever. But anyway, you guys are lucky because you get to spend the rest of the game with the best play-by-play caller I know. One of, actually, Jack Heffer's right up there as well. Joel Peterson. Peter Hooley, Leonard Copeland, run off. Waddle over there like the Penguin and get your job done. Not far away, the Brisbane Bullets taking on the JackJumpers.
Saturday night hoops, Bullets and Jackies.
One of the problems that the Bullets are having is every single time they get the ball inside the paint, it's almost like a black hole. They're not moving the ball enough on offense.
You're down 1-13, and that's when sometimes you've got to stop the machine and go to your set. Gee, just unforced sloppy errors.
Smith-Milner. Damon, you said he can knock him down. He certainly can. And they're all confident, and they're all getting in on the act. Point guards are real. And Norton's feeling really good. He's even knocking down 3 balls. It's the Norton game. And all of a sudden, scores are tied. They were down 19. Dang.
They stick with their stuff. They show a lot of composure, and they're back in front.
The sword comes up big, right when they need him. And Tassie have found a way to win their first game on the road.
Friday night hoops hit Hobart as Tasmania takes on the Brisbane Bullets. 2 teams looking for another win as we head toward the FIBA break. And the JackJumpers fans have been rewarded this season. 3-0 in this building, the JackJumpers, despite their poor record at 4-8. They have been very hard to beat here at home. Keandre Cook's been terrific for the Bullets in his debut season. They need to put some points on the board this evening. Casey Prather can certainly do that. So can Jordan Crawford. And returning is Sean McDonald for this Tassie team. Great to have you with us. Friday night basketball in the Hungry Jacks NBL. Joel Peterson, Pete Hooley, Leonard Copeland and Kelsey Brown. Our Mitsubishi Motors ladder, it is 8 and 9. Should be a pretty close affair tonight, Pete.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I mean, Tassie, they're terrific on their home floor. MyState Bank Arena, not so much when they travel down to the Silverdome in Launceston, but something about this crowd, something about the energy. They lock in defensively. If they can pick up where they left off on the offensive end against New Zealand, then good things should happen.
And anytime you can beat that top team, you beat New Zealand at home, it gives you plenty of confidence. Brisbane, on the other hand, go into Melbourne and score over 100 points, but they give up 120. That's going to be a problem.
Well, they went full Excalibur last time out, Copes. They got the sword out of the stone. Craig Sword, a season-high 18 points. He looked really aggressive and looked really good.
He was fantastic. Knocked down the open 3. Things that he did that people didn't expect him to do. And look, it was perfect timing because the other Milton Doyle didn't score a lot. Crawford got going late. But Sword helped these guys get that lead early, playing defense, scoring on the offensive end. He was fantastic.
It's always good to get more than what you bargained for, because as we keep talking about, he wasn't brought in to do this. He wasn't brought in to do any level of this. He was supposed to be their main defender, and he's shown at times that he can be that. but they do need some more scoring, so wherever they can get it from, they'll take it.
A man who was brought in to score the ball is Jordan Crawford. He was terrific last time out against New Zealand. He's such a key part of their offense when they're humming.
Yeah, super efficient as well. 8 of 12, we have the 19 points. But again, if he's going, it takes a little bit of pressure off Doyle to start to go at the start of the game. So they need more from Jordan Crawford and Milton Doyle each game. But then everybody else chips in slowly and makes their job a little easier. But again, matchup between PJC and Crawford lived up to the hype, and it was fun to watch.
Absolutely it was, but you're right. Drimmick, Ding, those other guys need to step up and help these imports, and that's how the JackJumpers generally play, and that's why they were so good over the last couple of years.
We've seen a little bit of signs of life from the likes of Anthony Drimmick in the last couple of weeks too, so they look like they're turning the corner. Of course, they get McDonald back tonight. That man's got some work to do at the defensive end, Leonard. 120 points they gave up to Melbourne last time out.
You give up 120 points, your defense needs some work somewhere. There's holes everywhere, and if the JackJumpers can knock the shots down tonight, Brisbane could be in trouble. But again, they score 100 points on a tough defense. Offensively, they should be fine.
And Josh Bannon, who is such a key part of this Brisbane Bullets team, Pete, can score the ball. He's got a big week ahead because he's headed for some national duty as well.
Yeah, not surprising. I mean, he's played juniors at the national level, and you know what he's capable of when he's fully fit. Still trying to get back to, I think, his ultimate best, which we haven't seen him scratch the surface of in the NBL, but he's really important to this Brisbane Bullets team. If they want to get back to the upwards playing game, they want to get to the top 6, it's going to be on the back of a really consistent year from Josh Bannon. And they've got weapons in Keandre Cook, James Bateman, yes, but Josh Bannon in that power forward spot. History shows us that you need to have a really solid power forward in the NBL if you want to contend for a title.
And they've got the big man inside, and Will Magnay, to make his life tough tonight. The Tasmania JackJumpers. There's players returning all over the place. For more on that, let's welcome in Kelsey Brown.
Hey guys, great to be here. Tassie is extra loud tonight, but I want to talk about the injury news. Brisbane Bullets, they welcome back Deng Adel from that groin injury. He's only played 3 of 8 of their games this season. And for the Tasmania side, well, tonight they have their first game where they have a full bill of health. Sean McDonald comes back into the lineup after that nasty ankle injury, and Will Magnay, he returns to the starting lineup too.
Yes, so some good news for both sides. Thank you, Kels. Looking forward to checking in with you throughout the contest this evening. Our starting lineup for Tassie, Will Magnay slots straight back in there, so replaces Fabian Krizlovic in the 5 for the JackJumpers out there with Steindl, Tarangi, Doyle and Crawford, and for the Brisbane Bullets, Keandre Cook, Mitch Norton, Josh Bannon, Casey Prather and Tyrell Harrison. The 5 that Justin Schuller is going with this evening. These 2 teams played last year. They played 3 absolute barn burners. As you saw in our opener, it was Tassie that got out to the hot start in Brisbane earlier this season. Tassie's last game before the FIBA break. And the Bullets with their first double-header of the season coming in this 9th round of the Hungry Jacks NBL. Underway in Hobart. 9th v 8th as you see on your screen. And straight away they go to Keandre Cook, and why not?
It's been terrific. Just quietly going about being their leading scorer this season. Again, because of Brisbane's record and the way that they've been playing, can't overlook how good he's been for this team.
Steindl free throw line jumper, a little bit strong. Magnay on the boards early is a good sign. Kicks it out to Doyle. He goes back the other way.
And that's what we want to see. Knocking those first couple of shots down, getting yourself going, because if you're going, the team's going.
Nice little start we've got dialed up here between these 2 teams that have struggled on the offensive end at times this season.
Well, I don't want to go too early, Joel. It is just the first couple of possessions, but it's great. I mean, the JackJumpers, they lost Keandre Cook down the other end. You can't do that for a guy who's shooting over 40% from 3, but for Milton Doyle, that'll feel so good, especially after his poor outing last week.
So you're telling me we don't have a ball game quite yet?
Here we go. It's not official until he says it.
Harrison underneath, easy as you like.
And that's 2 mishaps from the JackJumpers. Wide open shots. Roth won't like that at all.
They did such a great job defensively last weekend, Copes, against New Zealand to slow down that high fly. Oh, Milton Doyle rolling through.
I was thinking as he went to pick up the ball, we haven't seen this too often. That's probably why.
Well, we all want him to be more aggressive. Doesn't get more aggressive than that. Prather at the other end floats it home. Do you reckon that's just a little sign of intent from Milton Doyle?
Absolutely it is. You take the first 2 shots. And why not take this one? Shoot it. There we go. And I don't mind that. I mean, take the first, get yourself going, because you're the man.
hits more of those than he misses. Those little floaters, Milton Doyle. Harrison over the top of Magnay and one to come.
Good patience there from Casey Prather. We thought that he might force it after making the last bucket, but took the bump, slowed down, drop off pass to Harrison. Harrison to finish through contact. Really good start from him. Let the big fella push the ball. And here's what Casey Prather tries to put the move on. Steindl moved his feet. Little dump off pass, and Casey getting the assist to Harrison.
And we spoke about Harrison in the preseason, in the pregame. Get him going early, he'll rebound for you. I mean, big guys hate to just rebound and not get a shot every now and again. You got to feed that big guy inside for him to play defense.
It is the sort of the sizable advantage they've got tonight too. Quite literally, Brisbane, they do have that really stacked front line of big guys, and Tassie, it's kind of just Will Magnay. Crawford out to Doyle. He's been looking for his shot early. Guarded by Cook, pokes it away, and that might be an unsportsmanlike it is.
Wow. Sportsmanlike foul, 25 green.
That's a clean pick too. Playing with it. And he grabbed his arm.
Yep.
Absolutely. Good call.
They'd come more cut and dry than that for Milton Doyle, who is in a mood this evening in the early stages.
Looks like it, doesn't it?
That's a really poor offensive set though from Tasmania. Maybe a little better than that, because they got the ball to Will Magnay on the three-point line. He's not going to do a whole lot with that. They knew what they were going to get out of it, and in the end, so did Brisbane. They'll force a turnover.
Great start for the Bullets.
But if I'm Brisbane, whoever Milton Doyle's guarding, I'm going at him, because you know how rough it is. 2 fouls and you're coming out.
That's true. It's a great point, Copes. We've seen it. It doesn't matter who you are. If you pick up 2 fouls in the first half, Scott Roth will sit you down until the third quarter.
Cook cross court, Prather jacks it from the corner, buries another one. A 15-3 start for Brisbane in just over 2 minutes.
And no timeouts coming from Scott Roth. Brisbane are yet to miss. What a start. This crowd is stunned.
You go back to round 6, it was Tassie that started 28-9. Their biggest lead in the game came at that point. It's all the Bullets early. They're shooting the lights out. Tarangi can't hit at the other end.
It's a bucket here. You think there'll be a timeout coming.
Gotta be, surely. Harrison takes it at home, and he rumbles all the way down.
Pete, the big fella said, give me the rock and move out the way, bro.
Well, he didn't have to tell anybody to move out the way on the Amy replay. There was nobody there. With the Bullets, the little jab. Casey Prather's got a great jab. Got Clint Steindl back. Have a look at that. Just enough to get Clint Steindl to take a shuffle back, and he knocks down the 3. And then Magnay bit on the cherry, and Harrison down the lane. Timeout, Tassie.
Tyrell Harrison had the whole Brooker Highway to himself as he drove inside. 17-3 start for Brisbane. Justin Schuller could not have asked for more than what they've delivered in the opening 2 minutes and 45 seconds at the Tangerine timeout. We spoke to Mitch Norton pre-game about finding the balance between offense and defense for the Bullets.
What was the main message offensively? What's working on that end? It seems like you guys have got it humming.
Yeah, I think just the ball movement is key. You know, we do have a lot of weapons out there, but we like to create for each other. So when that ball does move, I think, yeah, everyone gets in the double figures, and that's when we're most dangerous.
On the other side of things, defensively, you also gave up 120 points. Is it an issue at the moment how many points you're leaking, and what's the message from Justin Schuller?
For sure. Definitely defense's end is somewhere we want to hang our hat when offense is drying up. So for us, it's kind of knowing scout, individual personnel, and executing the game plan. I think if we do that, we showed last time we played them, if we stay the course and stick to our game plan, it should pan out, hopefully.
It's all working for them at the moment. The Brisbane Bullets, under 3 minutes gone, are out 17-3. Here's Magnay on the roll.
Confidence would have to be sky high, though. Again, we spoke about them scoring 100 points last week. They're coming in.
Norton guarded by Crawford. Gives it up to Cook. Crowd rewarding the defense from Jordan Crawford. DeAndre Cook putting the moves on. Goes to Bannon, left-hand turnaround, won't go. Kelsey Brown, what did Scott Roth have to say at that timeout?
Yeah, well, it was all about defensive intent, as you can imagine. He said, we've got to make a decision now. They need to feel our presence. Their mantra is be confrontational on the defensive end, and he said, we're not living up to it at the moment.
Spot on. That was the first missed field goal from the Bullets. Good pick and roll pass there from Jordan Crawford. I don't mind this foul from Keandre Cook either. Will Magna's missed time with the injury. Let's test it out. Send him to the free throw line early.
See the tape there that Kels told us about in the pre-game on the right shoulder of Will Magnay. Missed all of last weekend with that labrum issue. Cashes a couple at the line. Breaks a 14-0 scoring run for the Bullets.
And what they do is when you play like that in Tasmania, you take the crowd out.
Keandre Cook got upended. There was a foul on the play.
24. The foul's going to be on Harrison. Basically a shepherd, or what's it called, a little touchscreen. Have a look at that. Just get out, trying to get out the way, trying to move Magnay. Magnay's not that easy to move. Well, Magnay just held his ground.
That's not ideal. Just that whole thing was, the entire sequence there was probably not as they drew it up.
No.
The step ladder was poor. The screen was poor.
The dunk attempt was poor.
Landing on his head was poor. Crawford can't hit that. There's a foul underneath.
Jock Denton's brought a bit of energy since coming off the bench. Just chasing the offensive rebound. Bannon called for the foul there. Had a couple of good looks now, the JackJumpers. 1 of 7 to start since Milton Doyle knocked down that 3 to up in their count.
Some early minutes for Majuk Deng. Nice pass underneath to Steindl. Can't finish. Good defense, Prather. 1 of 7 plays 6 of 7 from the field. Bullets having it all their own way.
And that's a nice move by Bannon. Under control. Gave the little shoulder bump. Got a little space. Knocked it down.
He's a crafty operator, Josh Bannon. So too is this man.
Travel?
Looked like there was something funky about it. Milton Doyle, he likes to score in a variety of ways. I back him. I think it'll be legal. Legal and illegal, potentially.
Brisbane bench certainly thought it was a travel. Mitch Norton getting inside. He adds another 2 for Brisbane.
This is just absurd. 21 points on Tassie at home is incredible, but they're just getting easy buckets. Turning it over down the other end as well. It's not going to help.
This is a team that has not scored more than 25 points in a first quarter all season, Brisbane. They've got 21 halfway through the first here.
And they look good doing it. They're moving that ball around, like Norton said earlier. Sharing the ball.
Yeah, first look at Adele for the evening, who's checked into the game. Great to see him back. They go straight to him. Wrap around, gives it away. Crawford pulls up. Round and out.
I don't mind that shot from Jordan Crawford. He's hit plenty of those in his NBL career and professional career. When you're trying to peg back a margin and a team just turns one over, it's probably where you've just got to slow it down and make sure you get a very, very good look.
Cook has it come off Magnay's foot last. Jordan Crawford coming out, and welcome back to Shawnee Mack. Sean McDonald checks into the game. Great to see him back out there.
But I like to play music down there too, Coach. They didn't play Return of the Mac. They have missed an opportunity.
You've been thinking about that all day, haven't you?
Just came to me, actually. Oh, my goodness.
Deng tosses it away. McDonald straight into the action.
Got 2 turnovers in a row for Deng.
Yep. And he gives one back at the defensive end. Gets the block. Craig Sword from outside.
He's terrific. He's been terrific. Go back to the game they played at Kudos Bank Arena as well when he hit 3 threes. Just looks like he's playing with a sense of freedom from the shoulders up and just kind of going out there and saying, you know what? I'm going to take my open looks. I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive on the offensive end.
Bannon spinning his way. 2 feet in the paint. Strong finish.
He uses his body well, doesn't he?
Josh Bannon with 4 early ones. Tyrell Harrison's got 7 to lead all scorers. Juk Deng puts it on the floor. Left-hand dribble inside. Sword can't keep a hold of it.
Scott Ross saying, come on, Majuk. Because right now he may as well be a street light. That green on his jersey, Josh Bannon is just going.
Keandre Cook has been good early. 5 points for him. A couple of free throws. One thing he has done really well all season is get to the free throw line, Cook. Prather, Bateman, Rocco Zakarski's checked into the game. James Bateman stroking it from outside. Highest first quarter of the season for the Bullets.
They are on fire. What's that, 10 of 11 from the field?
Haven't missed a 3 ball. 6 assists as well.
This is absurd from Brisbane in the early going. Jock Gack, the former Bullet, gets one to go. .14 Brisbane lead. Another 3 being teed up by Casey Prather. Zakarski pulls down the offensive rebound. Cook's pass off the side of the backboard.
Brisbane especially want to capitalise on this lead because you know Tassie are going to make a run, especially down in Tassie with the fans get behind them. They really turn it up defensively.
Milton Doyle trying to bust a move. He's fouled inside. So Doyle in the early goings already got 5 shots up in this first quarter, Copes.
And look at me, I'm over here clapping my hands. Well done. Not about him.
40 short of what you want him to have.
Well, he's more aggressive. We can see that much. And we know what he's capable of doing once he gets going.
3 points last week against the Breakers. And even with that dunk attempt early, Pete, it just looked like he was really ready to make a bit of a statement.
We know how good he can be. He knows how good he can be. This is an all-NBL caliber player. He'd be frustrated, but everyone goes through those slumps with different points in the season. Just adds to him. It's a bit more magnified when you're Tassie and you don't have as many scoring options on the rest of the roster like other teams do.
And it wouldn't look as bad if you were 2 for 12 or 2 for 14. But when you're not taking those shots, there's no way to score if you don't shoot it.
Norton back out there for the Bullets. Andre Cook getting some rest. Tassie sent all the help in the world. Bateman inside. Zakarski can't finish the first time. Pulls it down the second. He's fouled. And he'll go to the line.
Sometimes we've seen in recent games when Zakarski gets in the game, this is where I'd like to see more of high post flashes. Yes, you can get him on the pick and roll, but especially with how quick teams like Tassie like to rotate, if you can get some sort of action where, if it's Casey Prather playing the 4 spot right now, he gets a high post flash, you throw it to him, and as soon as the defense rotates, that thing's in the air and Rocco's dunking it.
I've seen him do it so many times last year. Download the free NBL app. You can win a $1,000 Visa gift card. Best place for all the latest breaking news, scores, Supercoach stats, all your favourite shows as well. Scan the QR code on screen. Head to the App Store to download the NBL app. Zakarski hits the second of 2 at the line. Point lead to the Bullets. John Peterson, Pete Hawley, Leonard Copeland, Kelsey Brown with you. Friday night hoops, first of a double-header. Perth and South East Melbourne, 6v7. Coming your way from 9:30 Eastern Daylight Time. Bateman spinning inside, hanging, can't hit.
I'd love to see them get Harrison back in here. Maybe put him in. Maybe put him in at the 4 spot.
Oh, play them together.
Why not?
Hello. Deng, Gack, McDonald, Doyle sword out there at the moment for Tassie. Would not have the height to combat that. Doyle, 3 ball, on the way and down.
Great effort from Sean McDonald there. He could have teed off on that one, but I think he realised he missed Milton Doyle the possession before when he threw the turnover. That could be a flop warning, and it is.
Tassie Prather just stiff-arming Craig Sword out of the way. Gets the O-board. And the second. Sword fights for it. Last touch by the Tassie man.
And there's the official flop warning coming right now.
That's a true flop warning right there.
I mean, if you're going to get a flop warning.
Tassie Prather might have been just signalling by laying on the floor for a little bit longer as well. Great start for the Brisbane Bullets. Really flew out of the gates. 14-0 run to get it to 17-3. Norton inside. Zakarski, nice finish. Good
baseline out of bounds execution as well.
He does well in keeping that ball up high.
But it's no surprise, right? If you throw it up there and he's going to do that, the only way that someone's going to be able to contest it is by fouling him.
Does that make Mitch Norton the blob wizard? The baseline out of bounds?
Oh, wow. Are you referencing our very own Josh Giddey?
Absolutely.
What is he?
He's the slob wizard. Mitch Norton's the blob wizard. McDonald, straight away, 3-ball. There it is.
That's what he can do. That's what he brings to the table.
That's what they've been waiting for. 50 seconds left in this opening term. Let's get to Kelsey courtside.
I spoke to Sean McDonald. I was waiting for that three-pointer to drop. He told me that pre-game that in the 3 weeks of his rehab, all he did was shoot on 1 foot, get shots up after shots up. He shot at 44% from the three-point line last year. I feel like he's gotten even better.
That could be a really scary prospect for opposition teams, Kels. Gack is a little bit strong off the back of the iron. Winding down to the final possession of this opening frame. A prolific one for the Brisbane Bullets, who lead it by 9.
Tassie's done a good job to get back in this thing.
Down 17-3 in the early going. Ball in the hands of Prather. Terrific finish, Casey Prather. Time winding down in the opening term. And he pushes the Brisbane lead above double digits once more. Quarter time in Hobart. The Bullets have come in hot. They lead it by 11 here at MyState Bank Arena.
And Tassie's favourite garden party is back in 2025. Head to taswinefest.com.au for tickets. Secure your tickets now for the Tasmanian Wine Festival, Tassie's favourite garden party. Tassie's favourite garden party is back in 2025.
Quarter time in Tassie, and Tyrell Harrison had a lane so wide he could have navigated the spirit of Tasmania right down the centre of as he threw that one down. That was part of a 17-3 opening term blitz from the Brisbane Bullets. The JackJumpers fought their way back to trail by 11 at quarter time. Joel Peterson alongside NBL champions Pete Hawley, Leonard Copeland. Kelsey Brown is courtside. Kels, what did Justin Schuller have to say at the end of one?
Well, he was pretty impressed with what they put on the board, but he said you've got to keep that stop and score mentality. He said time to level up again defensively, offensively time to stay assertive. But for him, the area of improvement was the O-boards. Only had 3 for the quarter.
Defence would have been the big focus coming out of that performance against Melbourne, but so far it's clicking on both ends for the Bullets, which the coach would have to be pretty happy about. Jordan Crawford gets going.
Yeah, except there, Mitch Norton, he's a terrific guard defender, but if you get right up in Jordan Crawford, he gets a step on you. He's just so quick and crafty.
What have they done well in the early going, Copes, aside from just the ball going in the hole of the Bullets?
The Bullets are playing with a lot of confidence. They're moving the ball around. Everyone's touching it. I mean, you look at Harrison, he's 4 for 4 from the field. But other guys, Prather's using his strength to get to the hole, offensive rebound. Norton's knocked down a couple. So they're sharing the ball, and they're having fun doing it. Anytime you can score that many points in Tassie on this defense, then you're doing well.
Jackies are having fun with Sean McDonald back in the lineup. 5 points, 2 assists, 2 of 2 shooting. James Bateman getting inside.
That's a great pass, Pete. That is a fantastic pass.
Just doing really well at moving the other ball. That's what Brisbane's doing offensively. Whether it's a pick and roll, I mentioned on pick and roll, a back door there, a dump-off pass. Everybody's moving as one on the offensive end, and they're rewarding each other. They've got 9 assists on 14 made field goals. Have a look at this. Josh Bannon cops the bump. Sean McDonald bites at it. Look at that pass. Threads the needle. Bateman finishes at the rim.
Great vision and feel for a big man, Josh Bannon. Mentioned earlier, Pete, he hasn't maybe had the season he wanted, starting the season off with an injury, Bannon, but we know that that potential is certainly there.
It's 2 years in a row. He's had to deal with pre-season injuries.
Harrison getting on the boards. Crawford almost pulled down the O board.
Is that him at Nar?
Certainly is.
What a fantastic playmaker. He gets that ball humming and moves it around and gets everyone involved.
This is what Justin Schuller was talking about. They've brought in Emmett Nah. He's the injury replacement for the rest of the season with no Sam McDaniel available because of shoulder surgery. And this is going to push James Bateman right now to the 2. They want James Bateman to be the prolific scorer that he was brought in to be. Doesn't have to worry about setting it up. Let Emmett Nah do it.
First appearance of the season for Emmett Nah. Time-honoured number 41.
Josh, that is a terrible screen right there. Don't reach out.
Bit of feedback.
Not terrible enough to be offensive.
Just not very good. It wasn't nothing wrong with it. It wasn't very good.
Just that's a bad technique.
Coaching tips with Vaughan.
I like when the referees get a little feedback like that. This time I'll do it the right way.
I think it was more just saying, be careful. We'll have to blow the whistle the next time.
And you don't mind that.
Fabian Krislovic out there now for the JackJumpers. His second entry to the evening, and Emmett Nah gets his first points in Brisbane colours.
Just seems like offensively they look like they're on par to play quite well. I don't know. They're sharing the ball. They're moving around. It's not about one person scoring. It's about finding the open man and taking the right shot.
Druvic out there for the Jackies as well. Krislovic inside. Nice pass to Magnay, who thumps it down.
Just over-rotated themselves. The Brisbane Bullets are going to live with that. If Fabian Krislovic gets to the middle of the key and rises up, you live with that. Do not let him get the easy dump off to Magnay.
Bateman, Bannon, Prather, Harrison, Nah out there for Brisbane. Magnay gets a hand in. Druvic comes away with it. Numbers advantage for Tassie. Druvic pulls it out. Krislovic steps into it and knocks it down. Fabian Krislovic, where has that been all season? 1 of 11 before that shot from downtown this season.
I think he missed 10 last week when we called a game because he couldn't buy a shot last week.
Didn't step into it like he's missed all that.
He was shooting 9% on the season before that.
That's what we spoke about, though. Tassie, you know they're going to make a run at home. Can Brisbane take advantage of the early lead? They haven't done that now. Good timeout.
So 37-29 at the Tangerine timeout. 2.5 minutes gone in this second term. Well, we know Sean McDonald's back. He's already having an impact. Jordan Crawford spoke to us pre-game about just that.
Huge that he's being back, just his energy, just his presence. You know, it'll be exciting. It's good for him, good for the boys, and getting back to it.
You guys have allowed fewer than 90 points in the last 7 games you've played. You're a defensive-minded team. I want to ask you specifically what is working on that defensive end?
It's just a grind every day, being aggressive, being confrontational, being up the floor, you know, grit and grind basketball that what Jackies do.
So there you go. There's that buzzword of confrontational there from Jordan Crawford as well that Kelsey mentioned earlier. So that's the theme they're going with for this Scott Roth defence, and they've provided a little bit more of a confrontation, Cope, since the early stages here.
They have. I was going to say in that first quarter there was no confrontation at all, but they seem to get up and in, and we know, Pete, you said it, they're going to always make a run. So you got to take advantage of what you're doing well early, because this crowd gets involved, then that's when they fire up.
Problem is for Tassie, every time they've had a breakdown, there's been probably 4 or 5 breakdowns defensively. Brisbane's made them pay. They've been moving without the ball in their back cuts, pick and rolls, extra passes.
Oh, Bannon's just fumbled that one away. Trimming, running the go route. Wanted Milton Doyle to toss him the long ball. Crawford zooms through. And Prather may not have established himself back in the court. Wants to have a good look at it, does Casey?
I thought your ball was out.
Krislovic, Magnay, Crawford and Doyle out there for Tassie.
Sorry, Joe. I thought the referees were very vocal today, aren't they?
But they're doing it the right way, and the players and coaches, they're all talking to each other the right way we want to see.
This is the layup off the inbounds.
This is where Emmett scored. He normally sees the play unfold before it happens.
Lobs it inside to Bannon, who finishes it off.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. He knew that that mismatch was going to be there the entire way down the floor. He just waited, picked his moment for Josh Bannon to seal Milton Doyle off and threw it over the top.
What I like about him is he's directing traffic as he's looking for that open guy.
Crawford making his move. Thought about the 3-ball on the handoff from Magnay. Tosses it up to the big man. Can't reel it in, but he was fouled.
So this is what I'm talking about. Emmett gets the rebound, and he's just patiently waiting. Sees Josh Bannon and Milton Doyle. He's pointing as though he's going to pass to James Bateman. And have a look at that, just straight over the top. There's no help there. By the time Magnay gets back, it's too late. That's what Emmett does so well. He gets people in the right spots, and that's why they're really excited to have him as part of this team.
Few seasons with the Hawks, of course, Emmett Nah. Been a fixture in Australian basketball for a long time. The 30-year-old brings a lot to the table for this Bullets team. Magnay, another Tassie player playing against his former club. Gathers his own rebound off the second free throw. And just can't connect with Crawford.
Unforced errors can hurt you.
11 turnovers between the two teams. 5 for Tassie, 6 for Brisbane. Bullets shooting at 67% so far. Tassie at 40%. Tassie 55% from downtown. Brisbane at 60%. Prather doesn't get the roll. Drimmick with the finger roll, banks it home.
Strong move by him. Waited on the screen. Got to the basket.
He was such a key contributor for them last season, Copes, and he just hasn't got it going this year. But the last few games, he's really started to turn it around.
Absolutely. He had a different role last year. He was the enforcer, and he was a scrambler, and he was grabbing balls off the backboard and pushing it down the court. But, you know, this year, it's taking him a little time, but last week he was very good, knocking down jump shots and getting to the basket.
39-33. Just over 4 minutes played. Dingadell from outside, no good. Foul underneath.
White 24.
Harry on Tyrell Harrison as well. So that's his second. Again, that shot from Dingadell, when you missed a whole bunch of time, you're taking it long too, contested off the first pass of the offense. I won't endear you to Justin Schuller just yet. Doubles down to make it worse with the foul from Harrison, which sends Will Magnay to the line down the other end.
So they're in the bonus already here, Tassie. Brisbane now have 3 players with 2 fouls. So Norton, Harrison, Prather, all with 2 fouls.
Stay with it. Stay with it.
Keandre Cook.
Yeah. Who between them have scored 23 of their 39 points so far.
This is Tasmania's opportunity.
17-3 hole early in the game for Tassie. Now they're back to only 5 points in arrears. Whistle.
No, right here. 22 green, grab around the shoulder and neck.
That's 2 on Will Magnay, which usually means he's going to sit down if you're coached by Scott Roth. We'll see if they've figured it out. He's looking to the sideline. Looks like he's been given the all clear.
Karski into the game to match up against him.
I wonder if that's why.
Back out there too.
Yeah, I'm going straight at him. You got 2 fouls. You got to go at him, man.
Norton's got 2. He's back out there.
And maybe that's why he's staying out there, because we've seen it. How many times has Scott done it? Nearly any time you get 2 fouls, you're going to sit down. Maybe he knows they're not going to roll it in to Rocco Zikarsky and say, hey, go 1-on-1 and put Magnay in a position to pick up his 3rd.
Bannon with the inbound. Adele long 2. No good. Magnay pulls it down. Crawford at the other end. Tassie swing the ball, foul off the ball.
Hang on, Strimmick caught it out of bounds. Another turnover. A couple of turnovers for both teams in the last few minutes.
Up on the other side.
Bannon will inbound from in front of the Tassie bench.
Right here,
Was a foul.
Down there.
Jordan Crawford's now got 2 as well.
Stop. Please stop. You're pestering him and you're grabbing him. That's why he's retaliating, okay?
You're pestering him.
Pestering.
Well, that's pretty much what he's in there for.
Josh.
Don't pester.
Were you ever a pesterer?
I don't think so.
Oh, he was the king of it.
Oh, here you go.
He pesters us. What about you, Pete? Were you in there to pester?
Well, Pete just wanted to shoot the ball every time he touched it.
That's how you know the man didn't watch me play. Hey, you coached me.
I did.
Oh, Cook trying to shake him out of the boots. Halfway gone in this second term. Tassie down by 5. Doyle smooth with it.
He's feeling good tonight. 13 points now for Milton Doyle. Has not missed a 3. 3 of 3. And I'll tell you what, this is where Jordan Crawford also has got to be a little careful. You've got 2 fouls. If you're just being a bit overzealous defensively, that's going to be enough to get you sit down until the 3rd quarter.
Needs a few more rebounds, but gee whiz, there is a bold prediction just looming over the game at the moment that could be coming through in front of our eyes. Maybe even 2. Magnay denies Norton. That's what we've come to expect from the big man. Here's the Amy replay at the other end.
Why can't we get this every night? I mean, I know players are up and down. I get that. Just take the shot, though. You're good enough to make it. I'm a Milton Doyle fan. I've seen what he can do. I want him to shoot the ball.
Bannon puts it on the floor. Oh, how has that gone in?
That's a terrible shot that went in. Wow.
What kind of action that had on it to fall in off the backboard. Off the top right corner, it's bounced its way home. Doyle for 4 threes. Zikarsky tracks it down. Trailed by 14 earlier in the game. Did Tassie. Almost a turnover for the Bullets. Norton gets the screen from Bannon, tosses it inside to the big man. Up and down, no call, goes again. Zikarsky puts a lid on it.
That could have very easily been a 3rd foul on Magnay.
Absolutely. Absolutely it was. He bit on the shot fake, and that contact, tell you what, it might have stung his shoulder a little bit too, Will Magnay. He should consider himself very lucky, I think.
Josh Bannon's got 8 points. Karski opens his account. Bannon coming out of the game for Justin Schuller. Craven, Norton, Dell, Zikarsky and Cook, the 5 for the Brisbane coach. 8th versus 9th. Tassie looking for back-to-back wins. Brisbane looking to get back on the winners list as part of their doubleheader this weekend. Zikarsky does enough to control it down to Norton. 6-point Bullets lead. Craven can't finish. Tarangi offloads to McDonald, who's got plenty of space and plenty of skill.
Now it's Tassie who are capitalising on the breakdowns, the errors from the Brisbane Bullets. Really high scoring first half. We weren't expecting that from these two teams. Tarangi finds his point guard, and then Casey Prather tries to stop the ball, couldn't do it. Someone's got to come across and stop that. Straight line drive, Tassie only down 4.
So 43-39 at the Tangerine timeout. 3 minutes remaining in this second period at MyState Bank Arena. Let's listen into Brisbane coach Justin Shaw.
5 now, you're still in your coverage. We got to get the ball moving right now. 4-man carry. 4-man carry. We talked about Spanish. Find the action and go. The one time we get good movement out of it. Want to make sure we're finding 4-man carry. Get that lift to up now. Find that shallow. That's our first play out of it. Let the ball movement do the work and we're good. Defensively, can't give the second chance right now. Contest and go. Here we go.
DC sounds like Dean Pregame. I don't know if they're twins or what.
I'll tell you what, there's a lot of similar plays that we had when...
And that's going to happen too because he learned under Dean. But hey, that's a great coach to learn under.
We spoke about that, the same with Scott Roth. They're both not shy in talking about that they'd be fools not to take certain parts of things they learned from Scott Roth when he was at Perth. And then Justin Schuller when he was at Melbourne United for sure. But I like that from Mitch Norton. Mitch Norton basically said that there's no point in them trying to start their offense if he's having to try and get the ball over halfway after being dogged the entire way by the other opposition guard. So they're going to get the 4-man, which is Casey Prather right now, to bring it up and initiate the offense.
Let's see whether they can get what they drew up.
They're trying to get the Spanish action at the end.
Norton probing. Cross-court pass is beautiful to Cook. 3 balls just off the money.
Well executed.
That was a great pass, wasn't it? Wow.
It's an absolute dart from Mitch Norton. Doyle and McDonald, they look in harmony so far. Doyle stepping back. Gee, that was halfway down.
I still think he's got to shoot that first one. I know it's deep.
You can see that Doyle and McDonald have got the connection, can't you?
Absolutely, you can. He's trying to find this guy. He knows what it takes to get him going, then absolutely the team looks a lot better.
That is a fantastic pass from Mitch Norton. Throwing it to where your offensive play is going to be, not where he is.
Tom Brady pass.
Yeah.
Tom Brady pass.
Instead of the anticipation, you know how the route's going to unfold, and you put it where the receiver will be, not where they are.
It's more of a Pat Mahomes probably with a little flick, a little whip.
Championship.
Sam Darnold love Minnesota Vikings? No, that wasn't an interception, so it won't be Sam Darnold, that's for sure. DeAndre Cook at the line. Spends half his life there, 11 of 11 last week. He misses the first here.
This is also peak Tassie when they're starting to get things rolling, right? They've given up a lead in the first quarter. And we normally end up seeing them going to halftime with the lead themselves. Found a way to peg it back.
About as close as you go to a 97% free throw shooter giving up burgers. Cook just gets the second to fall. 5-point game, 2-minute warning first half. McDonald jacks it. Clean up by Ruben Tarangi. We're back to 3. 5, I should say. Here comes 3. Norton at the other end. No good. And Tassie can tie it up on this trip. Doyle on the way. No good this time. Bannon crashes the boards. Brisbane would love to hang on to this lead. Have lost their last 3 first halves. Close to over and back between Bannon and Cook. Nice pass inside from Adele to find Bannon.
Bannon does that really well, of using his body off the ball to seal and get an advantage. It's the second time he's done that to Milton Doyle in his first half.
Double digits for the man who's going to be in Boomers colours next week. Dribbing, no hesitation.
taking a lot of threes, aren't they?
16 so far in the ball game. Only half their field goal attempts thus far. Prather on the block, working on Doyle. No good. As he looked content to wind some time out of this one. Trail 3-17 in that first quarter. They fought their way back. Tarangi inside. Another dime for McDonald as well.
How good has Sean McDonald been? This is what we expected from him in JackJumpers colours. He's been terrific.
Adele now as time winds down in this first half. Prather puts it on the floor. Poke loose. McDonald with the prayer is offline. And he's been in a little bit of everything in that first half, Sean McDonald. A welcome return to Jumper colours for he. And after a 17-3 start and a 14-point lead for Brisbane, it is the Bullets who lead by 3 at the half, 46-43. It's been an entertaining half in Hobart.
Sure has. That was Tassie Barcel in the second quarter, though. They just locked up defensively and started to tick it over on the offensive end.
So 3-point lead to the Bullets. Kelsey Browns with Josh Bannon.
Yeah, Josh, an incredible first term for you guys, 31 points. It looked like the ball was humming through hands on that offensive end. How did it feel out there on that end of the court?
I think we did a pretty good job, particularly early, but as the half went on, our energy died off a fair bit. We didn't let them get to 43, so that was a big second quarter scoring for them.
Yeah, defensively, their impact was pretty big in that second quarter. What will Justin Schuller have to say at the half?
We got to tidy up a few things, communicate a bit better. We're having some miscues, which are leading to shots which are just way too easy for them. So if we can tidy that up, make them finish over the top of us, we'll be in a good spot.
All the best for the second half.
Thank you.
Thoughts of the Brisbane big man with Kelsey Brown at halftime. The Brisbane Bullets 46 to Tassie 43. We'll break it all down on the other side of this.
What's your name, son? Mitchell. Yeah, I like that. How you feeling? Yeah, good. Good. Ready to go? Very. All right, Mitchell's ready to go. Leah, who you got?
I've got an equally handsome Ben here. Ahoy, Ben. How you doing? Now, what are we going to spend our $500 on? Where are we going?
Obviously to Melbourne and then up to Queensland.
That's what we like to hear.
Right, Leah, let's just get stuck into it. Here's the Spirit Sprint. Jump over your side. We're going to go over here. Mitchell, come here, mate. You're going to head that direction. Oh, you go over there, Benny. Over there, Leah, mate. Jump behind the line, please. Mitchell, you're going that way. Ben, you're going that way. Leah, count us in, please.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Oh, look, that's happening. We're going to get it, Leah. Oh, Mitchell, pass. Good start. Let's get behind him, Marcel Macarena. What do we got here? Mitchell, that's a good start. I really want. Well, Benny, you got to go, Benny. I want to dunk here, Mitchell. Let's go. He's got one to go. Mitchell, one more layup, mate. Dunk, dunk. Come on, Mitchell. Come on, man. Come on, man. Yes! Oh, we've got a winner. We've got a winner. That happened way too fast. My goodness, Benny, we nearly could have given it to you. Bring it in, mate. Bring it in. Mitchell, that was unbelievable. Some of the sharpest stuff we've ever seen. Benny, thanks to you. Thanks to you, Mitchell. $500 Spirit Tas voucher. All thanks to, of course, our good friends at Spirit of Tasmania.
It means planning nights out and how to get home. It means offering to be Des and actually sticking to it. It means providing a bed, any bed. It means calling your parent taxi, even if it ruins your car. Know the bro code. My money lies over the ocean. My money lies in the ocean.
a guy I've known for a few years, Keandre Cook. I tried to recruit him to LMU. Didn't do a good job, obviously, because he didn't come.
No, he didn't do a terrible job. He did a good job. I was close to going there. Just think I had like a better opportunity or a better situation at another school. And in France, my team in France was close to signing him as the point guard too. So that's the second time we could have played together. And then now, third time's a charm, I guess.
Known each other for a long time, recruited each other to Brisbane. Here they are connecting in the open court, and Cook hammers it home.
But now that he recruited me, since he signed first, and you know he got me to the Bullets, I felt like he's a better recruiter than me.
I think it was a good situation for him, being like a leader, being a starting point guard. Us playing together was very important too, but maybe just being like that leader, being a good role, showcasing his talent. I know he's going to do good in this league and help us do a lot of good things. And
our paths finally aligned, so now we finally get to team up in that backcourt and, you know, show the world what we're capable of.
Tassie 43 at halftime. Bateman and Cook, they're all kinds of fun when they are up and going for the Brisbane Bullets. Joel Peterson, Pete Hawley and Leonard Copeland with you. Halftime in Tassie 46-43. It's been entertaining, Pete.
It has, and a tale of two quarters in this game. Make no mistake about it. Brizzy shot out early. They were unbelievable. They couldn't miss in the first quarter, but again, you knew that Tassie would make a run, and we said it at the time, can Brisbane make the most of this impressive first quarter? They did in the first 10 minutes, but then Tassie ramped it up in the second, and that's why we've got such a close game.
And a big reason for that's been the play of Milton Doyle. We've called for him to be more aggressive. Specifically, that man over there has been calling for him to be more aggressive, Leonard Copeland, and he has been.
And he has been, you're right. He came out straight away, knocked down a three. That's going to give you plenty of confidence, because last week he didn't take those shots, but he took the first three shots of the game, got himself going. And look, Sean McDonald's come in looking for him, getting him going. He's knocking down threes. He's playing, he's being a playmaker. He's being himself a role.
I like that he's being aggressive, not just settling for the three. He's had moments where he started 3 for 3 where he could have teed off, but he's putting heat on the rim, living in the mid-range. We have a look at his Blackmore shot chart. That X just below the free throw line, he's making that 9 times out of 10. So the more heat he puts on the rim, the more it's going to open up the outside shot. But there's no reason why at 4 of 10 at halftime, he's right with what Cope says. He shouldn't be putting up at least 22, 24 shots.
And one of those X's right in the middle there is his failed dunk attempt early on when we really thought that Milton was in a mood this evening. On the Brisbane side of things, Josh Bannon, he's always such a fulcrum, such a focal point for what they want to do on the offensive end, and it's been no different tonight, Pete.
One thing about Josh Bannon is you'll see in a lot of these clips is he picks his moments carefully, right? So he had 2 stretches here back-to-back where he just saw Majuk Deng in front of him, and we see the clips right here, and he said, you cannot stop me. He's really poised, he's really composed, but the rest is all just doing his work early. If you are not his direct matchup and he knows he's got a mismatch, he will use his strong frame to make sure that you can't push off. If his point guard sees him, he's going to get easy layups. They rewarded him, and that's why he's in double figures.
Yeah, some of the reasons that he's going to be in Boomers colours this time next week as well. Hey, first leg of a Friday doubleheader here tonight. Brisbane by 3. Second leg is Perth and South East Melbourne. 6th versus 7th. That play-in spot, as far as the halfway point of the season goes, is on the line tonight. These two teams, this is a tasty matchup, Coach.
I can't wait to see them go at it, you know what I mean? I don't know, is Cotton back? Cotton's not back, is he?
Well, I think they're waiting for the ultra game time decision, but I would be shocked if he played.
Wow. Well, it's going to be a good game anyway. Absolutely. I know I'll be at home watching.
Absolutely it is. It's coming up next. Perth and South East Melbourne, as is the second half here. Brisbane by 3 as we get to that. Hobart, Brisbane 46, Tassie 43. An entertaining first half between these two teams. Joel Peterson alongside NBL champions Pete Hawley and Leonard Copeland. Kelsey Brown is courtside. The Bullets have been good, but one of the big stories tonight has been the return of that man, Sean McDonald, who's been such an inclusion for this Tassie team, and he's been putting up some pretty good numbers, and their offense has been humming with him, Pete.
Oh, I don't think it's as much the numbers as it is that second part. They are humming with him in there. He just makes really good decisions. Coach spoke about it in the pre-game. He's looking for Milton Doyle when he's on the floor together. It's more often than not that Jordan Crawford will be sitting down. And also, you got to understand that he can fill it up as well. It's not crazy to be overstating how important he would be all season long. When he was ruled out in Singapore when he got injured, it changed the dynamic, along with Jack McVeigh, of what they were trying to build. He looks fantastic since he's been back.
Absolutely, and Roth knew what a big loss it was going to be. He spoke about it as soon as he lost it. He said, look, we're losing this guy. He's got 7 points, 3 for 5 from the field. But more importantly, like you said, he came in, he's got 3 assists straight away. He's a vital part of that offense and that team.
Absolutely, he is. So 3-point Brisbane lead. They led 17-3 earlier in the fixture. They jumped out of the blocks. Tassie have whittled them back. How do we see this going in the second half?
These first 2 or 3 minutes is going to be really telling. Dustin Schull, as he got his men locked back in, they need to start to pick it up on the offensive end too. Like they did in the first quarter. You know Tassie's energy is going to continue to rise throughout the game as this crowd gets into it. They've got to match it and exceed it if they want to win this game.
I think the coaches have to be smart about this. If a guy's got 2 fouls, I'm trying to go at him straight away. He's down on the box. And Brisbane have taken a lot of threes this game. Sorry, I mean, the JackJumpers are taking a lot of threes this game, so I'm trying to get that ball inside.
17 of their 37 shots compared to 7 of 38 for the Bullets, which is pretty much on trend with what the Bullets have done this season. Norton misses the 3 to start the second half.
This is also not unlike Scott Roth to put out a different lineup to start the third quarter. Did it all last year, won a championship with it.
Oh, Doyle going upstairs again. Milton is in a mood.
What do you have for breakfast today?
I called him. I said, Milton, you got to be aggressive, bro.
You called him?
No, I just
he don't have your number.
But how good does it look for him to be aggressive? Fans love it. We love it.
He would have done the Jerry Seinfeld when he answers the phone. Who is this?
Who is this? He has been ultra aggressive. And no surprise that Tassie looked really good when he's doing so. But I like it. Just go up with that intent. Make somebody foul you at the rim.
All NBL caliber, of course. Milton Doyle, we know that. 14.5 points so far this season, shooting at 28% from 3. 3 of 6 so far tonight. 1-point ball game. Cook for 3, buries it.
He's got a pretty shot.
Been on full display all year as well. Keandre Cook, 23 last week. 11 shots to get his 23 as well, so hyper efficient. Jordan Crawford, cross-court pass. Deng, no dip 3.
It's hard. It's really hard, especially when you took Deng with his normal routine. It's kind of like a lever. Don't see him too often. Him try to attempt those.
Prather from a long way out. Coming downhill. Sword at the other end for Tassie. Knifes his way inside and scores.
That's a strong move. I don't think he's in trouble.
No, I don't think he's just slowed down really nicely. You can just see he's playing with that sense of freedom.
Harrison, nice finish.
Double figures now, Harrison, 11 points, just the 2 rebounds.
Almost the steal for Cook. Last touch by Doyle. He doesn't think so.
Where are you trying to pass the ball from?
Oh, you spot on, Cobes. That's what I'm worried about. Whether you challenge this or not, you got to throw that up.
Take a dribble.
That was going to
throw it down
every single time. Scott doesn't want to waste the challenge.
Cook straight into a 3-ball. Grazes the front of the rim. Crawford at the other end. Stepped on the sideline. Especially pretty start to this second half. Isaac White's pretty pleased with his work on the bench.
He's having fun, isn't he?
He was smiling about that. He and Rocco enjoyed something or other there. Here comes Bateman with the fake and the foul.
3 fouls on Jordan Crawford. Just got the 2 points, 1 of 6. This is what we keep talking about. You just can't fire at the same time.
What do you think that is, Pete?
It's kind of the way the offense is set up, right? Because Jordan Crawford, he's a score-first guard. One-on-one, you know that he can get into his groove. He can put up a lot of points in quick succession. But when Emil Doyle's on the bench, he's allowed to do that with more freedom. If Sean McDonald's running the one, he can find him. Craig Swords ran the one at times.
Bateman gives away cheeseburgers. The code word is cheese.
And the kids love it.
Absolutely. Head to your Tassie Hungry Jacks score before 6 o'clock tomorrow. Jump on the NBL app. 3 cheeseburgers for Tassie. Might be more rewards yet tonight. Sword from outside. Maybe had one too many cheeseburgers. A little bit too much protein behind that shot. Bannon straight into the chest of Magnay. It's wiped away.
Definitely going to come. He used his body well. He dropped that shoulder on that one.
Will Magnay read that as well. Have a look at this. This is the perfect angle. Magnay just moving his feet. Takes it through the chest. Might get a challenge here. I don't mind this challenge from Justin Schuller if he is going to challenge it for the sake of it's an and one if it's not an offensive foul. We'll wait for confirmation that he is challenging.
Tangerine timeout nonetheless. 7:06 remaining in the third. 47-51. Bullets are up and we do have a challenge.
I don't mind it.
I think if you see the video, you say, well, maybe I didn't say this because every time these teams have played, it's been a tight game. So you probably need that timeout later in the game. That looks like a charge to me.
It's a great angle right here. Yeah, strife here. Look at where the contact takes place too.
So challenge is going to be unsuccessful. Still Brisbane 51-47. Let's check in with Scott Butler. Scott, walk us through that one.
Hi guys, so when you review the play, back out in the elbow, Magnay actually has legal guarding position. So this then allows him to slide laterally and backwards and he retreats. So when the contact actually occurs through the chest of Magnay, the shooter is actually still on the ground inside the defensive semicircle. This negates the defensive semicircle. That's an offensive foul. Call will stand.
Go well explained. That's what we thought. It didn't look good from the initial replay. I understand why you challenge it because it's a 3-point play if it gets overruled and turned into a blocking foul. It's also 3 fouls on Magnay if it goes that way as well.
Let's have the inside of Scott to explain us that one. Deng misses the turnaround. Prater off to Bannon. 4-point game. First of a Friday doubleheader in the Hungry Jacks NBL. The opening game of round 9.
It's going to be worth going back and watching these games of Josh Bannon. He's frustrated with himself. He is shot faked on nearly every single time he's got the ball down low. He just didn't go straight up on that one when he probably should have. He would have had a wide open layup. He's trying to get the defense in the air, trying to get them to bite and then go up and under or finish through contact. Would be nearly every single possession.
Perth and Southeast Melbourne coming up next. Should be a terrific clash out west. Building for that one after this. Crawford cans a triple. Back to a 1-point game. Just the 5 points for Jordan Crawford this evening. First 3-pointer of the night for him. 2 assists, 3 turnovers, 3 fouls. Been a tough evening. Bateman had it, lost it, then got it back. 8 seconds now for Cook. Dumps it into Zakarski. Rocco's going to have to make a move. Chucks a wild one up at the rim and he's fouled.
Scott Roth put his arms out saying, why? Well, Rocco Zikarsky that far away from the basket. Just be really solid.
Here's money for Jordan Crawford.
When Brisbane looked like that ball was starting to stick a little bit, that first quarter they moved that ball around, everyone touched it, they got that wide open shot. Now that pace is slowed down and they look stagnant.
Bateman going away free throws on the last trip, and Zikarsky would have done if Bateman hadn't already.
Should be a small chips too.
I know.
You can pay for small chips, right?
Ugly as that shot is, it should have been shaken.
Oh!
There we go!
Thumps it down in thunderous style and hands Tassie the lead.
Hey! Dump off pass and Magno just goes straight up. Oh, goodness me. Kneecap to the lid.
State Bank Arena rises as one for Will Magnay. Cook silences them in one fell swoop.
He's been very consistent the whole year. What a dunk.
The game we've got 54-52. Crawford at the other end. Around the cylinder and out. Bateman sizes up Magnay.
That's trouble.
That is walking.
Get that look at it on the Amy replay. Little dump off pass and Magnay straight up and.
Halfway gone in this third term. Magnay inside again, hasn't stripped that time. Cook, Bateman, Adele, Zikarsky, Bannon, the five for Brisbane. Crawford, Deng, Magnay, Sword, Doyle for Tassie. Bateman got Deng up in the air. Flips it out to Bannon. Shot fake again, all the way inside. It's waved away. And it's hands to head for Josh Bannon.
I thought he should have kicked that one to Cooks coming off the screen, who was wide open when he received it.
Is this an offensive foul for the chicken wing hook? That right there. You see that all the time.
That's what I mean about that ball starting to stick a little bit. You move it around, Cooks just knocked one down, he's open again, get it to him, and get to the basket.
Well, even James Bateman was open. You've got to let that thing fly.
54-52. Deng collects his miss. Doyle whips it to McDonald. Magnay outside. Will Magnay.
Wow.
A dunk last time down. And this time he steps outside and splashes it.
And this is what gets this crowd going right there. The dunk, the three from the big guy.
See little glimpses of that from Magnay. DeAndre Cook can't hit. Now the question is, where is Will Magnay? Getting the rock. Doyle goes inside, foul on the play.
There's a little hand on the lower back there for Milton Doyle, but just that two-man game. You're right, Will Magnay's starting to play well. Look at that cross-court pass, and Sean McDonald and Will Magnay just stepped into that like he's been doing it all his career.
Third three on the season for Will Magnay. 3 of 7 this campaign. His other 2 came in one game earlier in the season. Doyle's got 15.
It's been terrific. He's been really aggressive, which is exactly what Tasmania need.
You can unlock the ultimate fan experience this season with NBL Plus. Scan the QR code to sign up for free via the NBL app. Of course, you can get in-depth stats, exclusive partner offers, and archival footage. NBL Plus, you can go deeper inside the game this season. 3-point lead for Tassie after Doyle knocks them down.
There they go. Third quarter, they're sniffing it. Going on a little bit of a run here for the last 4 minutes. They've
thought has been their weakness so far this season, Tassie. They only won 3 of them. They've been outscored by nearly 5 points a game in third quarters. They held New Zealand to just 3 points this time last week. And they're just ratcheting things up again here on Brisbane. 4 on the shot clock for Bateman. Gets to the elbow and connects. James Bateman.
He's solid. Smart player, too. Not forcing anything. Takes what he's given.
Just 3 of 4 tonight. Right, Copes, he hasn't been forcing that shot where maybe others have. Doyle steps into another one. Milton Doyle putting on an exhibition.
Well, I'm not sure what Keondre Cook's doing. Why are you going underneath that handoff when you know that Milton Doyle's in this aggressive mindset?
20 points for Doyle. Magnay keeps it alive. Throwing himself on the floor. Adele's down in back play. Magnay for 3. Oh, wow. Doyle with the offensive rebound.
Milton Doyle wants a little isolation.
He's been doing it all this evening, Doyle. Magnay inside. That one's taken away. Foul at mid-court. Bateman was racing up toward the cup.
Green, 25 on the forearm. Safe. He's in front. Grab the ball. Safe.
Milton Doyle has to be very careful there.
Yeah.
He's already got an unsportsmanlike foul. There is no need to even go near that on the break.
That is playing with fire, Milton Doyle. First one was as clear as day in that first quarter, only a couple of minutes in. Scores 9-3 at that point.
It's lucky he probably didn't get even more contacts. Anytime you leave with that outside arm in a fast break opportunity like that, it looks like a hug. The referees have no choice.
I don't think Milton Doyle's hugging many people tonight, the mood he's in. He has been feisty this evening, the Tassie star. 20 points for him after only 3 last week. Crater's a long way from home. Needs to make something happen. Bannon inside. That won't fall. "17 points to 10 in the quarter. Deng can't add another triple. Down to 2 minutes in this third. Bateman pulls up. He hits.
Big hit, James Bateman. It's been him and Cook who have come up timely in this third quarter. It looks like Tassie is trying to extend the lead, and they've knocked out big shots.
Harrison playing the passing lanes, gets a hand on it.
Look at this from James Bateman. Just trying. Real no sense of the moment. He just said, you know what? I knocked down my last one. I'm good enough to knock down this one.
Tassie have won their 3 games here so far this season. Sean McDonald from outside. He can't connect. That might be a Tassie ball.
Looked like it was.
Looked like the 2 Brisbane players just mucked it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Touched by Tyrell Harrison, whose attempt to say it was going back the other way was less than convincing. Drimming, Deng, McDonald, Kruzlovic and Sword out there for Tassie. Cook, Bateman, Norton, Harrison and Bannon for Brisbane. Drimmick, 3-ball, got it!
He knew that was down when he let it go. He was on the way back. And that's what Shawnee Mack brings to the table. Finds the open guy. Lets that thing fly.
63-59. Tassie just averaging 77 points per game on the season. So this Brisbane defense is under pressure once more. Bateman spinning, creating, not finishing. Bannon's rebounding. Cook with 5 on the shot clock. Kruzlovic does well inside. 45 seconds. Sword! Soaring to the cup!
Wow. What a run from Tassie. This is what they do. They came up with a defensive stop. What a pass from Sean McDonald. Perfectly timed to Craig Sword, who's been very solid once again. 7 points, but credit the pass. basketball for you right here.
6th assist for Shawnee Mack. Coming back into this Tassie team.
Only played for 14 minutes as well. You expect that after the fever break, they're going to ramp that up. He's going to be a 30-minute-a-night guy for Tasmania.
30, I'm starting. He's playing 40 for me.
Interesting, Clint Steindl hasn't played since the opening 5 minutes of the game either for Tassie. So now down by 6. Tassie's biggest lead of the game.
He was supposed to be a starter. Scott Roth had plans to start him this season. With how well he finished off the back end of last year. Then that poor-timed injury changed all that. But don't be surprised if that comes before the end of the year.
10-second difference between shot and game clock. First leg of a Friday night doubleheader. Bullets trying to make a winning start to their weekend.
Why are you pressuring him? 3-point line. What?
Sounds like Scott Roth maybe wanted to talk things over. Just chatting with Justin and with Jordan Corpin up at the bench. Tyrell Harrison at the free throw line. And that is flat.
No, that was a dart.
None of which you've won at the free throw line.
That's better.
So reinforcements. Harrison takes a seat. He's got 12 points tonight.
Surprised Scott Roth didn't put in Crawford or Doyle for this last offensive possession, but it needs to be in Sean McDonald's hands to make the decision.
Just to 2 rebounds for Harrison. Talked in the pre-game about those stats. He rebounds the ball. Generally, Brisbane are playing good basketball. McDonald off to Drimmick. 3-ball on the way and down. Anthony Drimmick with another big hit. Game high 8-point lead for Tassie. Nas no good from 3-quarter court. And Anthony Drimmick is fired up. So too are the fans at My State Bank Arena. 3-quarter time. It's Tassie 68 to the Bullets 60.
Absolutely. He was nervous earlier. Let's get stuck into it, make your way out there. We've got 6 spots, and every spot represents a pretty decent prize here tonight. My State Bank Arena, let's get behind Ashley. 3, 2, 1, let's go! The more you get in, the better. My State. Oh my goodness. 2 off the back. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Ashley keeps going. We have $1,000 per five, and we've got so many good prizes up for grabs. We're yet to see this. What have we got? Well, we've got 20 seconds on the clock. Plenty of time. This is one of the rudest hits I've ever seen, but it is so good. Ashley, keep going for it. Quick. What's that big ring? Make some noise. Let's count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, come on. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The lucky winner. What are we vibing? Number 6. Right, what are we on? What's that? $50. Look at that. Ashley, where are we? That was also a drop to the next to My State Bank. Give it up for Ashley. Let's go. Don't get fans at all. My State Bank customers receive complimentary 10% off all food and beverage purchases. Every bank purchase you receive, you get a draw. The game day experience in the My State Bank Dream Room. Alrighty, Jackies fans, this is our quarter. This is our house. We need you loud.
A 13-point swing in that third term the way of the home team. The Tassie JackJumpers trailed by 5 at half-time. They lead by 8 with a quarter to go. And the ball is zipping for this Tassie team. They look back in their bag. After weeks of offensive struggles, they've won their past 8 when they've scored 90 points. They look on track to do that now. Joel Peterson, Pete Hawley and Leonard Copeland. Kelsey Brown, you were listening to Justin Schuller at three-quarter time.
I was. He said there were way too many double negatives in that quarter. He said to this starting lineup, you need to set the tone and peg this lead back slowly. On the other side of things for the Jack Jumpers, Milton Doyle, he actually scores the most against Brisbane. He's already started with 20 points. Let's see what he finishes with.
Yeah, right on his average in his career, Kels. Spot on. Just over 20 points for Doyle against the Bullets. And he's got that so far this evening. He's been terrific. What can Brisbane do here in this final term? It's no good from Krislovic. If they're to get back into it, Pete and Copes, what do the Bullets need to do?
Well, they just need to execute on the offensive end, but they also need to start plugging the holes defensively. Tassie is starting to turn it on. DeAndre Cook went under a Milton Doyle 3-ball. Breakdowns.
And that'll help.
Prater gets the roll.
They got to move that ball around, continue to pass and find the open guy. But you're right, Pete. They got to get the stops on this end if they think they're going to get a win.
7 of 15 from downtown, the Bullets. Tassie 11 of 29 from that area of the floor. They've taken 13 free throws. Tassie have made 11. Brisbane have made 6. Almost over and back for Prater. Just got it away in time. Cook surveying. Harrison guarded by Tarangi. Gets it out to Norton, who is fouled.
At the time of the whistle, it's on Yak to shoot him, but the foul is actually in the first and second dribble. So you want on the floor? Yeah, okay. 32 green, block. We're staying on the floor.
Nico Fernandez's deliberation.
See, I love that. They come together and say, look, I know by the time the whistle occurred, it looked like he was shooting, but I had the contact and the foul when the ball was on the floor. You get the right outcome in the end. Didn't think it would take long to get Will Magnay back into this game.
So Magnay with the 2 fouls. Doyle's got 3 for Tassie. Norton, Bannon, Harrison each have 3 for Brisbane.
Looks like there might be a bit of blood.
How long do you leave Crawford on the bench, considering McDonald's playing, Sean's playing fantastic basketball right now?
Well, as I said, that Scott was planning to start him, and he wouldn't have been afraid to roll out at Sean McDonald at the 1, Jordan Crawford at the 2, Doyle at the 3. And then you can also even, depending who you're playing against, you can play Milton Doyle down to the 4, or play Craig Sword at the 4, and Will Magnay at the 5. So don't be surprised they all play together.
Long stretches in that playoff series last year where Sean Mack was the man out there for the Jackies.
And that's when Jordan Crawford sat down, but I think you'll find that certain lineups, so you can play Craig Sword at the 4. Majuk Deng has played the majority of the power forward tonight. He has struggled. He's got no points, 4 rebounds. Craig Sword's been very good once again. Play guard a little bigger. He can guard Josh Bannon.
So 3-point Tassie lead while the 4 Wipers are out there doing their thing. Joel Peterson alongside NBL champions Leonard Copeland and Pete Hawley. Kelsey Brown is courtside with us this evening. Second game coming up in about half an hour's time between the Perth Wildcats and South East Melbourne Phoenix, 6 versus 7. Tomorrow, Cairns and New Zealand. Saturday, Illawarra and Sydney as we see the player introductions for the Wildcats rolling in. Ty Webster's always got an interesting shirt on. I like his style. And the South East Melbourne Phoenix in enemy territory. It was Angus Glover in great form last week.
He's been in great form the last couple of games. Feeling himself, shooting the ball well, passing the ball well.
Career best 22 last time out. Doyle got a hand on that.
4 seconds left on the shot clock here. Have to execute if you're Brisbane.
Where do they go, Pete?
We've got enough time to get Keandre Cook's on inbounding. He's not, but I'm looking for Keandre Cook.
He's got 12 so far. So too is Harrison. Prater has 12 on the bench. Bateman and Bannon, the other 2 in double digits out there for the Brisbane Bullets, each with 10.
Oh, he was open too.
Bannon at the free throw line.
They missed him. That was perfectly executed. Keandre Cook had a dunk.
Now he can throw it down. Doyle, open for the mid-range 2. Tarangi comes across with the arm on Cook.
11.
Feeling this one might just turn into a bit of a grind down the stretch between these 2 teams. Tassie 4-8, 3-0 at MyState Bank Arena this season. They've won 9 of their past 10 regular season games there. And the Brisbane Bullets 3-5 on the season. They've got Perth on Sunday. First doubleheader of the year for Brisbane. Bannon stepping back. That is tough from Josh Bannon.
Wow. Woo! Little pet house. That didn't have a chance.
He's had a couple of those. He had the bank in the first half.
Back. Ties it up at 68. Have a look at this on the Amy replay from the big fella.
Shot clock winding down. Legs, step back. I'll tell you what, look at Nathan Crosswell about that release on that one.
He shot that thing like he meant it to go. Come on, bro.
He's got some moves as Josh Bannon. Such a talented young prospect. McDonald to Doyle. Outside. Deng hasn't been able to buy one. Foul on the play.
This will help. You send a good shooter who's struggled tonight to the free throw line to get his eye in at the wrong point of the game.
So 68 apiece between these two teams. Got a terrific finish coming your way to kick off round 9 in the Hungry Jacks NBL. One of 2 for Deng. Just the 1 point this evening. 17 minutes, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 assist, 2 turnovers.
Both teams are sharing the rock. 17 assists for Tasmania, 15 for Brisbane. Brisbane had 6 of those in the first 4 minutes.
First points of this final term for Tassie coming through. Majuk Deng. Bateman stepping back and hitting.
It's tough. That's what you like to see from James Bateman.
He's such a different player than when he started the season. His confidence was down. He couldn't make a shot. As soon as you got him relegated to the bench, he became a superstar.
Why don't call it a relegation? Sometimes you just need that different look.
Harrison over Magnay. Will Magnay's left shaking out that left hand. 73-70. 6:45 remaining in this one at the Tangerine timeout. It is the Bullets by 3. So the Bullets have made a little run out of three-quarter time here. 13-2 in the opening stages of this final term. Justin Shaw would have to be pretty happy with that, Copes.
Absolutely, he would be. They came out focused in this fourth quarter. Knocked down jump shots, got a couple of steals. They're playing really good defense team, and they're moving the ball. They're moving the ball offensively and finding the open guy.
Yeah, they are. And again, it's James Bateman, Condre Cook got both knocked down some big shots that hit 6 threes out of the 9 for Brisbane. There's Jordan Crawford still on the bench. Fascinating watch.
Milton Doyle leads all scorers with 20. Harrison's got 14 for the Bullets. Bateman and Bannon each with 13. Three-point ball game between the Bullets and the Tassie. Friday night hoops, first leg of a double-header. Our Mitsubishi Motors three-point leaders. Chris Golding was scorched earth last week. Rob Edwards will be in action tomorrow night. So will Tyler Harvey, DJ on Sunday, and Matt Hurt is coming up next as you Southeast Melbourne Phoenix take on the Perth Wildcats out west. Milton Doyle's up to 8th in that tally, trying to add another one, and he does!
He's so good. I don't think he knows how good he is, man.
23 and 6 on the night, Copes. Geez, you're good at this.
I said 25 and 10, didn't I?
You are bloody good at this.
That's 2 in a row for you, Cobes, bold predictions. They're becoming less bold and less prediction-y. Cook at the other end.
How nice is that?
How many cooks have we got in the kitchen?
Wow.
This is what we all expected. This was going to be a battle. We knew this was going to be a good one.
Doyle at one end and Cook at the other. Crawford, ding. Oh, he was over before that.
We got to shoot out. No, that's it. We got to shoot out.
76-76.
Brisbane want to get some stops too, because you know when the game's on the line, Tassie going to come up big defensively.
Bannon underneath.
That's tough.
Looked like Magnay got a piece of it too.
The outstretched hands of Will Magnay.
Norton and Magnay both hit the floor.
Well, it's going to be a foul on Harrison, I believe.
25, screen, it's a legal screen. Go this way.
It's called on Will Magnay. Tell you what, looked like he got pushed by Harrison. Absolutely he did. I was called on Milton Doyle, sorry.
Milton Doyle pushed.
Oh, no way. There's not much in that from Milton Doyle. So they're saying Milton Doyle was pushed in. Yeah, we might get a challenge here from Scott Roth. Didn't look like there was much at all in that. Looks like it was just Harrison trying to bump the cutter. Trying to stop Magnay from setting the screen. This could be a good challenge from Scott Roth.
So 2-point lead to Brisbane. And the coach's challenge comes at a critical time in this one. Scott Roth takes the Tangerine timeout to talk it over with his team. Let's take a closer look.
Milton Doyle barely even moves. It does hit it ever so slightly, but and then you can ignore Mitch Norton, his collateral damage and all this.
Is there enough to say that it's not a push?
Have a look right here. That's the angle.
There's a little push, Pete.
Well, but the contact also comes from Harrison going in to Magnay. That's not why.
Would Harrison go into Magnay if he didn't get pushed by Doyle?
Absolutely he would. He's trying to stop that screen occurring. The contact from Harrison, he's going to fight, run into Magnay before Milton Doyle touches him.
Successful.
Yeah, it looked it to me.
And it is successful. That'll delight the Tassie fans. So a good review from Scott Roth. Let's check in with Scott Butler. Walk us through that, Scott.
Hey guys, so you need to focus on the screening here initially. You see that Doyle actually gets in place quite early. He allows appropriate time and distance for Harrison to negotiate the screen. Doyle then doesn't move after this. This situation looks worse because Harrison tries to squeeze over the screen to stop Magnay. This makes the play look a bit untidy. Doyle is legal. That call will be overturned.
Good on you, Scott. Thank you. Great to have the insight and the explanation right on cue. Halfway gone in this final turn. Tassie come up empty at one end. And the Bullets start building a lead. Doyle's been everywhere.
I reckon the team that makes the least amount of mistakes is going to win this game.
No
That's
way.
a long pass. It's a long pass, bro. Take another dribble, get it down to your shooting.
Vintage Milton Doyle performance this evening. That one's last touch by Craig Sword. Crawford, Drimmick, Deng, Magnay, Doyle the 5 for Tassie. Cook, Bateman, Norton, Bannon, Harrison the 5 for Brisbane. Cook stepping back. Oh, tough shot from Keontae Cook.
He knows it. He's feeling it.
So
he
tough.
knows
He
it.
loves it.
18 on the night, 5 of 10. He's only attempted 3-point field goals.
He is a flamethrower. He's Keontae Cook. And at the other end, 2's good for Crawford. Fascinating contest we've got down the stretch here. Milton Doyle's got 5 threes at one end. Cook's got 5 already.
He's tough.
6.
Go to work, son.
He can shoot the lights out. Over 40% his last 3 years as a pro. Have a look at that. 6 of 11.
Crawford to Magnay. The highlights are coming left, right, and centre.
What a game. Just the appetizer on your Friday night, if you don't mind.
over your own guy.
Bateman goes down. Harrison got it to Bannon. Left hand inside, no good. Magnay tips it off the rim. 4-point game, Tassie ball. Crawford pulls up. Bated breath for all of My State Bank Arena.
You got to go back to Keondre Cook. Whatever action involves him getting a look. I'll tell you what,
by Magnay.
This might be challenged as well. That looked like it was off Keondre Cook's quad.
Magnay went straight for it. Not going to challenge it in the end.
Oh, would have been close.
They get it to Cook. Red numbers on the shot clock. Inside, Harrison, left hand, no good.
It's going to be a foul. Harrison pushing the back.
White, 24. Not even close for Tyrell.
That's his fourth.
He could have found a better shot than that.
Fella's going to check out of the game. Rocco for some late game minutes here for Brisbane. Craven, Norton, Bateman, Cook out there. Doyle's got 5 threes already. Long 2 there. Magnay tips it out only as far as Zakarski. Brisbane are 2-2 in this building since the Jackies came into the competition. They've been such a tough out here at home. Tassie, Magnay got a hand on that one. Couldn't come up with it. Cook going all the way. Fouled.
Cooks has been great. Not forcing anything, taking the right shots. And he's been on fire from that three-point line.
And he'll go to the free throw line. And tonight he's 3 of 4. And on the season, he's 35 of 37.
So you can put these 2 in the bank then, Joel, based on those stats.
Why'd you do that?
He already did it.
Absolute setup here, Pete.
He's just knocked down, man.
5 steals for him tonight as well.
He's been solid.
Just solid.
No, he's...
You're a hard man to impress.
Oh, no, he's been solid. Give him a double solid.
Rock solid. 86-80. Tassie have fought their way out of a 17-3 hole in this ball game. What have they got remaining over the last 2 minutes? What's this man got left? He's got plenty. Milton Doyle with an equal career best 6-3.
6 of 9, 26 points. You asked for a Copes, and we're getting an offensive foul. Jordan Crawford just baited Keondre Cook into it. That's Keondre Cook's 4th. It's all happening in Tassie.
You two, you stop. I'm going to call it otherwise. I know.
86-83. Foul off the ball.
Yeah, I don't like it either. But again, you just got to not get baited into it.
We had a shootout. We've got a shootout, Copes. We might have a little bit more than that. Who knows? 2 minutes remaining. Crawford stepping back and hitting. The big-time players are making big-time plays. Crawford, Doyle, Magnay. Cook and Bannon at the other end. Can Bateman get involved? Keondre Cook again. No good.
He's playing for the foul there, Keondre Cook. He's just got to keep moving. Get the ball out of this man's hands if you're Brisbane.
Another one for Doyle.
Get the ball out! Yes, sir!
Magic Milton conjuring up another epic performance. 29 points, a career best 7-3. He is putting Tassie on his back.
Oh, he's so fun to watch when he gets in this groove. Little right to left. That was always going up. Putting the JackJumpers on his back that he's done so many times. 29 points, 8 of 16, 7 of 10 from deep. Copes, he hasn't taken enough.
more shots, bro. Get it up.
A few more rebounds as well.
No, don't worry about the rebounds. Let the big boys rebound. You just keep shooting.
What a performance it's been. You could see it almost from the get-go this evening that he was here and he was ready to roll.
First 3 shots of the game he took. Somebody got in his ear and said, "Milton, you cannot have 3 points and think we're going to be able to win every game." So
for Brisbane, down by 2, minute 30 left. What would that man be saying to his troops at the moment?
Well, just be executing right now. Get a good offensive look. And down the other end, they need to get some stops. But first and foremost, what can they draw up? It's got to be some sort of action that has James Bateman and Keondre Cook in it.
not necessarily a 3, but just a good shot.
Just get them in that action. It's probably some sort of action that has Josh Bannon setting a screen and then away screens with Cook as well.
Wildcats Phoenix coming up next. Lockie Reed and the crew out west. Saw Damien Martin making his moves on the footy field earlier in the week in Freo colours for the first time. Looking very smooth out there was Damo.
Looked like he had absolutely no idea what he was doing.
Hideously unkind you are, Halls. Where do the Bullets go here? Cook crashes into Crawford. Harrison up high. Cook comes curling through. Inside Harrison. Taken away by Crawford. Looks inside for Magnay. Foul on Cook. And that is Keondre's night.
That's going to hurt. Keondre Cook's done. Now the JackJumpers crowd's going to let him hear it. And again, the play drawn up, it was for Keondre Cook right here to make a decision. But unless Tyrell Harrison's going to go one-on-one or have a layup, you can't allow your big fella to be the decision maker this close with the game on the line.
You're right, but he has Drimmick on him. He's 7'1". Just turn and throw the ball at the basket rather than throw it. Rather than turn it over, a bad shot is better than a turnover.
And that defensive possession says a lot about the impact of this man, who closes out on a gunner from three-point land who doesn't want to take the shot.
14 of 17 from the stripe for Tassie. They've been good up until that one.
Three-point game. And now they've got to do it without their main man, Brisbane. So who steps up? Who rises to the opportunity?
Bateman, I think. He's been solid as well.
That's going to count.
Gets past Doyle, just couldn't hit.
Push. It's 4 fouls on Milton Doyle as well. Big 2 shots here for James Bateman.
13 points on the night for James Bateman. 5 of 7. His only trip to the free throw line, he gave away burgers. He is 3 of 8 at the stripe this season. He's now 4 of 9. Deep breath. Steals himself. And he's got the minerals for the moment. 1-point game in Tassie. Jackies have won their past 8 when they've scored at least 90. Doyle for another 3. Milton Doyle is making the night his own.
You know, see, I'm just not, I don't get it, Pete. I don't understand how you can play this well one night. The next night, you don't even attempt to shoot the ball.
He's been unbelievable. 32 points, 8 of 11. You knew it was going back to him. They get a 2-for-1 opportunity. Ball in the hands of their superstar. Let's put him in the driver's seat, but it's not over yet.
Only Milton Doyle and Josh Adams have made 8 3-pointers in a game in JackJumper colours.
If I'm Brisbane, I got to get a quick score here, but I won't let Milton Doyle beat me. I got to get the ball out of his hands.
He's 1 away from a career-high 33, Milton Doyle. He has 32 on 53% shooting, and he is 73% from outside. The numbers are outrageous. Now, Brisbane have been backed into a corner here. What punches can they throw down the stretch? Same five. Prather, Norton, Harrison, Bannon, Bateman. Crawford, Drimmick, Magnay, Deng, Doyle, the five for Tassie. Perth, Southeast Melbourne still to come. What an entree this is to the night ahead. Bateman all the way inside. Norton skip pass. Bannon, Prather. No good.
Couldn't execute it any better. The extra passes. Casey Prather with his feet set. They're going to have to foul if they want to extend this game.
And the foul is on Bateman.
Great play, though. Got the shot they wanted. Wide open three in the corner. Just couldn't knock it down.
That's the right idea. Got James Bateman in the ISO. Drew two, drew three in the end, and then that was beautiful ball movement.
Can't ask for much more than that. And Majuk Deng will be at the line. 2 of 3 this evening.
2 shots.
35 of 42 on the season. And My State Bank Arena is silent.
Leaves the door ajar. No timeouts left for Brisbane. They have to push and get something quick.
So quiet, you could hear a free throw drop. Lucky for Majuk, that's exactly what he heard. What have Brisbane got here? Norton fires the 3 ball, fouled by Magnay.
That's just a brain fart.
100%
22 green.
Perfect for Brisbane. Stop the clock, and you have the ability to score points.
Got to let him land. Smart play by Mitch Norton. This is huge in the context of the game.
351 games to Mitch Norton, a 77% free throw shooter. Oh, he wouldn't have seen many that were close and not go down. He's still got 2 to come, and he's got an entire state hoping that he doesn't make them. To make it a 3-point game.
Timeout for Tassie to make sure they can inbound the ball, but 2 out of 3. Leaves the door open ever so slightly.
That's still a lot of time, Pete. Heaps of time. Go for the steal. Quick foul.
17 seconds remaining. Tassie's highest score of the season already at 93-90, as we see so often. Jack Fleming taking over the timeout for Tassie. Big reason they're in this position has been Milton Doyle. Absolutely remarkable this evening. 9 of 17, 8 of 11 from 3, 6 of 6 from the stripe. He looked on early, and he's been exactly that.
His first 3 from outside. You corner coach, the first 3 possessions of the game. Not so much the opening 3 ball, because that was an open one, but that dunk attempt, that sent a message. That sent a message to say, you know what? I'm on one tonight, and I'm going to make sure that I'm ultra aggressive. And 9 of 17 for 32, and I know the coach is going to find a negative in this. You know what it is? 17 shots is not enough.
Hey, man, when it's working, you got to go to him. And he's, look, as long as they get this win, he's on the right track. Let's put it that way. He's aggressive. He's leading his team. And this is what they need night in and night out. There's going to be nights when he doesn't make shots. So what? But he's good enough to make more than he misses.
33 is career best. Milton Doyle, he's 1 away from that. Tassie with the ball on offense. Can just about close it out here. Norton fouls Crawford. 4 on Mitch Norton.
Let's go. Right. We need to go. Let's go.
Fernandez speeding things up. Jordan Crawford, 9 points tonight. Hasn't been his night, but 7 assists. He and McDonald have had 14 between them. think, would just love these situations. Two go for Crawford. Still a look of concern for Scott Roth. No doubt for Justin Schuller as to where the points come from for Brisbane. Bannon all the way down the floor. Kicks it out to Norton. Harrison, they're still looking for something. Almost a giveaway.
Just took too much time off the clock. Josh Bannon's just got to put his head down.
Or get the ball to that point guard and let him get it down the floor.
So now there's some real urgency about this for Brisbane. And My State Bank Arena stands as one. Harrison to Praver. It drops eventually, but it's too little, too late for Brisbane. The JackJumpers have won back-to-back games for the first time this season. And there might be life in the reigning champions yet. They get it done over the Bullets, 95-92, erasing an early 14-point deficit behind a magic performance from Milton Doyle.
Credit the Bullets, they came out exceptionally well in the first quarter, but then Milton Doyle and the JackJumpers, they locked in. Fun game in the end.
Absolutely it was. Milton Doyle, our footlocker player of the game, no surprise. One away from a career best, the most threes he has ever made in a game. And the JackJumpers win it 95-92. We'll have reaction and the analysis on the other side of this.
Testament to Shawnee Mack. Here's a piece to but yeah, amazing to have the group together, and amazing to be here in Rome at My State, and you guys got us over the line there in that fourth quarter, so thank you. Absolutely. It's a bit of a board 15 hours there. I mean, 4 from 4 in this season. Scott probably won't like to say that, but some bloody good momentum going into the 2-week break now. Yeah, we're trying to take that for it, and you guys have it.
This program is brought to you by Hungry Jack's and Bunnings Warehouse.
A Friday night thriller to kick things off in round 9 of the Hungry Jacks NBL. Tassie get it done 95-92. They win back-to-back games for the first time all season. Their highest score of the year, they've won their past 9 when they've scored at least 90. Joel Peterson, Leonard Copeland, Pete Hawley to break it down. It was all kinds of fun, and they move above the Bullets on the ladder.
Yeah, it was. I mean, again, credit the Bullets the way they started, but Tassie, they just dug deep on their home floor. It's tough to win. And, hey,
When Tassie score over 90, they seem to win.
Absolutely, they do. Coming up next, Copes, Perth and southeast Melbourne. Out west, it is going to be